Hi guys, today I'm going to answer all the activities in chapter 5. So, first I'm going to find the activity in chapter 5. So, the first activity in chapter 5 is in the page 5115 entitled Mac and LCC sublayer. So, in the instructions here, it says that descriptions of the Mac and LCC sublayer are provided in the table. Click in the Mac or LCC field to match the descriptions to the correct sublayer. So, um, I'm going to match the description of which is the Mac or the LCC sublayer. So, for the Mac or media access control, the Mac is responsible for the replacement of the frames on the media and removal of the frames from the media. And for the LCC sublayer, um, it handles the communication between the upper layers and the lower layers. This is typically between the network software and the device hardware. So let's go back to this activity. The first one is control the network interface card through software drivers. So it's LCC. Works with the upper layer to the application information to deliver of data to higher level protocols. So I think it's still LCC. Works with the hardware to support bandwidth requirements and check errors in the bits sent and receive. Sent and receive. So I think it's the MAC or media access control. Control access to the media through signaling physical media standard requirements. So from the word itself, control access to the media, it's the media access control. And support Ethernet technology by using CSMA CD or CSMA CA. So I think it's MAC again. Remains relatively independent of physical equipment. So it's LCC. Now I'm going to check if it's correct. So yeah, it's correct. Now I'm going to find another activity in chapter 5. Ano? Accidentally click. So yeah, the next activity in chapter 5 is in the page 5116 activity entitled Ethernet frame fields. So let's click. So the instruction says here that drag the 802.3 Ethernet frame field's name to its description. So the field here are the 802 point header and data frame checks, sequence, type, start of frame delimiter, destination address, preamble, source address. So um for the preamble and the start of frame delimiter, it's synchronized between the sending and the receiving device. So I think the start of frame delimiter is this. For the preamble, I think it's this notifies destination. So the preamble is notifies destination to get ready for a new frame. And like what I said earlier, start of frame, synchronized sending and receiving device of frame delivery. So next one, the source address. For the source address must be a unicast. And for the destination address can be unicast can also be multicast or broadcast. So source address, think it's destination, think it's this received. For the source address, I think it's in the frame. So for the source address, I think it's this, the frame originating NIC or interface MAC address, and the destination is this. Assist a host determining if the, like what I said earlier, receiving and unicast and multicast broadcast. For the describe which higher layer protocol has been used. Of course, it's type because I already know it in chapter 4. And detects error in an Ethernet frame. Of course, it's frame check sequence from the word so check. And used to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. It's of course 802.2 header data because I saw the at least 64 bytes. So let's check if it's correct. So yeah, let's check if it has figure 2. At the figure 2, the instruction says drag the Ethernet frame field name to its correct location on the diagram, which is the correct location of these Ethernet frame fields. So think for I think for the 7 bytes is the preamble, and for the 1 byte I think it's the start of frame, and for the 6 bytes it's the destination address. For the 6 bytes, because they're the same, it's the source address. For the 2 bytes, it's the length. For the 46 to 1500 bytes, of course, it's the 802.2 header and data. For bytes, the last one is the frame check sequence. 4 bytes. So I'm going to check if it's correct. So yeah, it's correct. So now I'm going to find another activity in this chapter again. Oh, there's an activity. Ah, guys, this activity in the page 5216, the activity entitled Switch It, I already answered this activity. It has separate video, so um, if you want to know how I answer that activity, you can watch it on the link. I'm going to put the link on the description below if you want to watch that activity. I have the separate video of that activity, so I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to include that in this activity. So let's proceed to another activity. So the activity here is in the page 5224, entitled frame forwarding methods. So the instruction says here that description of the switch frame forwarding methods are provided in the table. Click in the store and forward or cut through fields to match the methods to the description. I'm going to um, pick. So in there's store and forward.